Good morning, everybody. I forget where we were at last time, but let's look at the beautiful scenery. Let's actually see where we were at. Got all those done. Let's ask the villagers about the incident. Okay. So we're asking the villagers about the incident. Cool. Did those wolves do something bad to the village? I don't really know what happened. During the day, you'll find my husband tending his fields near the village. He's on his lunch break now. With all this talk of monsters and the recent attack, I wish he wouldn't stray too far from the village. I've been worried sick ever since that happened. I rarely let my kids out of my sight now.
So I heard Chief Tolter mention that divine wolves were the culprit or something. We don't need to worry. If they mess with us again, the Great Camille will teach them a lesson. Huh? You want to know about the night those wolves attacked? Oh, well. I know it's been about 3 weeks since then.
Sorry. I don't remember much more than that. Mr. Hayworth said that he told us he's going to be heading home soon. Don't you just love him? He's so kind, genuine, and handsome. Can you believe he's married? He even has a kid. Oh, I am so jealous of his wife.
Huh? You want information about those wolves? Well, the fields that I'm in charge of were damaged a little bit, so that wasn't great. Bear in mind, no one actually saw the beast, so they might be smarter than we think. Munch. Your omelet rice is a real deal, Goffin. If I could have a plate of this on my deathbed, I would die happy. Ha! Good to see. Good to hear my laboring in the kitchen is well worth the effort. Excuse us. Sorry to interrupt. Can I help you?
Yes, actually, you see, we're from the Crossbelly Police Department. We were curious to know if you had any details regarding the wolf attack. Can you remember anything at all?
An incident 3 weeks ago, you mean?
From what I recall, everyone who had work pretty early the next day, so we were all asleep by that time. It was the monsters appeared at the perfect time to strike. Talk about an unlucky break. I'm afraid that's all I can really share with you.
That's all I'd be able to tell you too. Most of the guests I've talked to didn't see anything either.
That's unfortunate.
And here I was hoping for some solid evidence right off the bat.
Well, that's how investigations go. Answers only show up when you're patient and steadily gather information. That may be, but do you think we can take a break? My stomach is going to implode.
Oh, you folks haven't eaten yet? This is a perfect opportunity to get you hooked on our specialty omelet rice. On the house.
Oh no, that's not necessary, sir.
Nonsense. Just think of it as my way of welcoming some new friends. Or just think of it as a marketing tactic. Next time you visit Armorica Village, come stop by the Ash Tree Inn for lunch.
Haha, can't refuse that generosity, can we? Lloyd, we might as well take him up on his kind offer, if that's the case. I second that notion. Well, okay, I guess. Well, we'd love some omelet rice.
Good deal. Why don't you folks find yourselves an empty table while I whip you up your meal?
In only a few minutes, 4 steaming plates of omelet rice were brought to Lloyd's table. The SSS, after demolishing the deliciously simple meal, felt completely recovered from their long hike to Armorica Village.
Most people who tend to the fields come back during lunchtime. Can't say the business is booming, but we manage. Just happy to keep this place running from our regulars.
Aren't you? Oh, it's you. You're a trader from Crossbell City, aren't you? That's right, I suppose Chief Chilton must have told you. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I'm Harold Hayworth. I run a small trading company out of Crossbell City. Did the four of you come as buyers too? No, actually we're... Oh, you're with the CPD? My apologies for the misunderstanding. The Special Sports Section, though. Why does that name sound so familiar? Oh, of course, the Crossbell Times. I take it you've read this. I take it you've read that article on us. Please try not to. Please try not to let that influence your opinion of us. Haha, there's no need to be embarrassed. All I see is a group of individuals who are working hard in a newly formed division of the CPD. Sure, that article may not have been the most flattering, but to be honest, I'd like to genuinely try to paint your efforts as earnest. Do you really think so? I suppose it can be interpreted like that, from a more optimistic perspective. Haha, well, maybe knowing the author just made us assume the worst. Anyway, you mentioned wolf-like monsters? I've heard talk of a similar incident that took place over at St. Ursula Medical College. It's worrisome to think this is happening all over. Do you do business with St. Ursula too, Mr. Hayworth? Yes, I do. You see, I wholesale medical supplies to them ever so often. Rumor has it that someone there was injured during the attack. Also, wasn't there some damage over in that mining town, Mainz, too? Unfortunately so. The Guardian Force is conducting a search there as we speak. That's reassuring, at least. Maybe I should play Mainz a visit as well. By the way, Mr. Hayworth, something has me curious. I heard you gave the village a very generous offer on the goods you came here to buy today. Haha, did Chief Tolta tell you about that too? I assure you it wasn't an act of charity or anything of the sort. Our Morka specialty items, especially their hunting, received glowing reviews these past few months. I simply wanted to use the opportunity to leave a nice impression on the people here. It's just good business, after all. Pretty shrewd. I'll give you that. I believe I understand now. As they say, trust is the foundation of business. If that's the case, you must be running a smooth operation. Oh no. I still have a lot to learn about business. Also, allow me to apologize. I sincerely wish I had more useful information to give you. No, please don't let that bother you. After all, you should be the ones apologizing, taking up all your time like this. Not at all. Best of luck on you with your investigation. He's a smooth operator. I'm sorry that I can't be of any help to you. I wasn't near the area where the damages occurred. As attacks continue throughout Crossbell, I imagine most of the public will be on edge. Please continue to do your best in your investigations, Special Support Section. You have my full support. That's where we sleep, if we sleep here. Big bad wolves sneaking into the village. Something that crazy would never happen in Crossbell City. This entire situation sucks. Why the hell would my mom want to move to a place like this? The recent attack gave me quite the scare. Considering how peaceful it was that night, I could hardly believe my eyes. I know we're living out on the countryside, but it's still a bit unnerving to see monsters wander into civilized areas.
The day before the attack, everyone in the village went to sleep early because we had to wake up for dawn at work. It was like the monsters appeared at the perfect time to strike. Talk about an unlucky break. I'm afraid that's all I can really share with you. Alright, Alfred, I was given a more soft-spoken voice. It's time to go to this guy. Morning after the incident, I found my truck covered head and toe in these ugly scratches. Gosh, it drives me up the damn wall every time I think about it. This here is a truck crucial to the village's business. Whoever did this has hell to pay. Anyway, these scratch marks definitely come from some kind of canine. Sorry, can't control my accent whenever I get overexcited. Why was I born that way? It never happened to my sister Maria. Can I take the bus back? Here's the bus stop.
While we're here, let's dig in whatever leads we can about the monsters and then head back.
Maria.
Farm work requires love and dedication. We make sure to treat every single crop like it was a child of ours. For when our fields was hit by the attack, I'm sure you can imagine how much that hurt the village, right?
Now it's time to go to Ray Weir. The attack 3 weeks ago? You mean that everyone's been making a big... I was fast asleep when it happened, so I don't remember much about it. Plus, I heard we were already made up for the losses we took. Why can't we just forget about it and move on? Let's do a little bit of shopping. Okay, I already got the more model orbital car. Get the straw. Got enough of these to make any. Well, we definitely have enough there. Forgot to talk to that gentleman. The apiary certainly took a hit on the wolf attack. On my extension, so did we, but our losses really weren't as significant as you'd expect.
The whole thing should be absurd when you actually think about it. I mean, some monsters were behind it. Shouldn't there have been more damage? Yeah, I guess we were lucky. I'll need to give an extra prayer today to thank Adios for protecting us like she did.
Not too long ago, a field got torn to shreds by some monsters. Damn thing don't even spare livestock. Found some paw prints that look like they've been for some kind of canine. Whatever it was, I can say it ain't from around here. It ain't from around in these parts, that's for sure. Maybe they really were those divine wolves the chief was talking about.
I give all these people like creative voices, but I'm not going to remember any of them. Earlier, I heard the chief mention something about divine wolves. Maybe my father, but I can't help but getting annoyed that he won't let go of silly things like so-called divine wolves. I just wanted to start focusing on improving the village, not worrying about things from the past.
Derek. Still, an investigation here. Well, I haven't given the CPD enough credit. You may be a match for the guild. One thing I'm certain of is that it took place in the dead of night. Don't know whether you'll find relevant information, but you're free to ask around the village for any details. Huh. Let us see. Sorry, Mark and Carp, but you're about to get schooled. Oh. Let's go with the Aqua Wizard. Let's go with the red flies. Actually, let's go with the Novice Rod. The Earthworm. Probably more what they're looking for. Hey, Tiger Rockfish. Our marking carp. There we go. Huh. It's funny, I've talked to everyone and gone and done everything here. Talk to Keith. And a table at the end. Donald. Elgin. Very weird. Harold. I think I've got everyone. Let's see. Circular house. Justin. No? Donald. Harold. Keith.
looking. Old man Ray Weir. That's funny. That's really weird. I already get the... No, I didn't. That is most strange. She's like my husband. I was fast asleep while the beast attacked. I'm sorry. I wish I could be of more help to you. I have an idea. Why don't you ask the people who live in here rather than find out the damage was? Sure, the investigation here. Maybe I'm actually killed. The only thing for certain is that it took place in the dead of night. I talked to everybody. Got the chest. Got Donaldus. Now I've talked to everybody. Well, we've already talked to Hayworth. Already talked to these guys. Supposed to be a scene that happens right here. According to the guide. Crap, I did this before. We've talked to everyone, though. Guess I'll go through the village again. Talk to everyone here. Such a nice day out. Oh, you guys here for do a little fishing too? Not exactly. We're officers from the Crossbell Police Department. We're to investigate the monster attack that took place in Norfolk Theater. You don't strike me as an Armorican, but if you know anything about it, anything at all, please do tell us. Ooh, so that's what you're here for. Remember, serves me right, I was trying to catch a python head around then, so I wasn't actually in the village. You bet your horses I heard the stories afterwards, though. I see. Well, thank you for letting us have a moment of your time. We'll just have to find leads elsewhere. Sorry I couldn't be more helpful. Man, y'all have to travel all the way out here for police stuff? Not gonna lie, that sounds rough. Oh, that reminds me, you guys happen to fish? As beautiful as this comes once in a blue moon. It'd be a shame if you weren't able to kick back and enjoy the sun for a bit. Oh, can't forget about this either. A book is an angler's best friend. You use it to record every detail about every catch, from color to size. Are you sure this is okay? It's like you're giving us an entire starting kit. No worries. I'll borrow the Fisherman's Guild. Our whole mission is to promote the culture and magnificence of fishing. It's common practice for us to have a few beginner sets on hand, in case we run into someone interesting in fishing. We stopped by their building before. I think we have a better idea of what they do now after meeting this guy. Hey, this is a stroke of luck. Now we got a nice hobby we can do between jobs or something. Alright. While one of us, not me, fishes, the rest can take the chance to rest. Rest is a necessity, you know? From what you're saying, I'm guessing you are still tired from the walk here. Well, who am I to refuse a gift? Awesome. I hope it serves you well. Now, I bet I could. I believe that should conclude our investigation here. I agree. Shame we didn't really learn anything new. Eyewitness testimonies aside, I was positive we'd find someone who at least had a wolf howling or something. It is strange. Anyway, I think we covered just about everything we can here. Stop at St. Ursula Medical College. We'll have to head back to the city first now. Sounds good to me. Although I can't say I'm eager to make the trek all the way down back there. Me either. It's not worth the trouble or pain. Haha, you heard the ladies, Lloyd. Loud and clear. Let's go check when the next bus arrives at the bus stop. But first... This might be sudden, but do you folks have any interest in books? Harold gave this to me when he came to restock his inventory. Thing is, I don't read much nowadays. Rather than let the book gather dust, I'm sure I'll enjoy the company of those who actually read it. Back at Alley Dr. Glenn number 2. The next bus comes in 30 minutes. Ah man, what a pain in the ass wait time. Too long to sit here, too short to do something else. Oh my, you grab a drink at the end. That won't give me enough time to really enjoy it. Shouldn't be drinking on the job in the first place, Randy. Tia? Something wrong? No, I just thought I heard something in the distance. I'll try maximizing the sensitivity of my sensor in order to amplify the sound. Please be quiet for a moment. Sure thing.
I'm sorry, everyone. It must have been my imagination.
Don't worry about it, Tio. You think you could describe the sound to us?
Well, I could not confirm it. I could have sworn I heard howling.
Seriously? Do you think it was the monsters we're after?
Please do not get your hopes up. I likely am misheard. Could have also been a simple sensor malfunction.
What should we do?
Search the surrounding area for signs of wolves? Let me think. Dio, what's the range on your sensors?
When operating normally,
I should be about 50 Celsius. However, at times, certain atmospheric conditions will cause a sound to carry twice that distance. Phew, damn, that far already? Sounds like we won't be able to determine where the sound came from in that case. That's okay. In the meantime, we'll just have to keep our eyes open. All you guys really believe I heard something. Huh?
You said you heard it, right?
Yes, I did say that. But when I'm able to hear things that the average person cannot, you'll typically assume I am lying and that I have an overactive imagination. Yeah, maybe, maybe not. We all know that you're 1 in a million, Teotad. What? It's true. Plus, who? Why wouldn't we believe you? Sure, we haven't known each other for very long, but you've already saved us more times than I can count. I can't think of any reason to ever doubt you. I apologize, everyone. That's silly. That question was silly of me to ask. Please forget about it if possible. Sure, it's really not a big deal. Oh, you're still here?
Ah, Mr. Hayworth. Were all of you about to head back to the city?
Yes, that's right. Are you doing the same, Mr. Hayworth?
Indeed I am. Now that I've picked up some souvenirs for my wife and son, I'm ready to return home.
Where are you planning on taking the bus back?
I'll wait until the next one arrives.
Fortunately, it'll be another half hour, according to the schedule. If you're waiting on the bus too, you're welcome to stand around and shoot the breeze with us. We'd be happy for the company.
Oh, I appreciate the offer, but there should be just enough room for 5.
Can I offer you a ride instead? I'd be happy to drive all you back to the city.
Thank you for your ride back, Mr. Hayworth.
Haha, my pleasure. I was heading back to the city anyway. Man, you must really be rolling in it to be able to afford your own orbital car. Last I heard, these things are still crazy expensive.
I believe a vehicle of this model manufactured would cost approximately 800,000 mira.
800,000 mira? Wow, that's pretty impressive. Well, it's an invaluable tool for a trader like myself. I could take the bus, but transit time would end up bottlenecking business. So I decided to bite the bullet and get my own vehicle.
I'm sure you had other reasons to buy it, aside from business. For example, I bet you gets you home to your family earlier, right?
Ha, you got me. Ah, so there's the real reason. You even got gifts for them and everything.
Is that what people call the ideal husband and father?
No. That's giving me far too much credit. I'm gonna have to go on business trip, so this is just my way of making it up to them for leaving them home alone so often.
How old is your son? He turns 5 years old this year. He's not quite at Sunday school age yet, but he's filled with curiosity. His mother certainly has her hands full with his constant questions and endless curiosity.
I see.
Y'all sound like a happy family.
Haha, yes we are. Besides, we have to be happy.
Mr. Hayworth?
Oh, don't mind me, I'm just thinking aloud. Look, we should be close to the end of the old road now. One more right turn, and we're practically there.
Thank you for driving us all the way back to the city, Mr. Hayworth.
Oh, it was nothing. It's on the way, so why not travel in good company? Well, best of luck to you with your investigation. You got my full support.
We appreciate it, sir.
The best way to show your support would be to call on the Triple S for any help you may need. Yep, and let us know before you turn to the guild, yeah?
You guys. I would at least try to be a little subtle about it.
What? Someone's got to do the PR for us. Ain't that right, Teotot?
Indeed, advertising is considered a crucial aspect of all business models.
Ha, that's true enough. If I'm ever in any trouble, I'll be sure to go straight to you. Oh, that reminds me, I have something for you that might come in handy. And again, as police officers, you might find it unnecessary.
A map of the city?
It's just a little something I put together last month to help guide tourists around. Feel free to use it if it'll help.
This will be really nice to have when we're patrolling the city. Be sure to put this to good use. We really appreciate all your help in this area.
Oh, thank you, nothing.
I wish I had something more to offer.
Well then, until we meet again, good luck all of you.
Not every day you run into someone as nice as him.
I agree. Skill of being an unrelenting people pleaser seems to rival even yours, Lloyd. Hey. Maybe, but don't forget this guy's a traitor. I bet it takes more than being nice to run a successful business.
Well, Mr. Hayworth and his business seem to be prospering, all while still cooperating with local businesses. Most cross-Balian trainers I know try to make as much money as possible by trading abroad. So I get the impression that traders like Mr. Hayworth are fairly rare.
Huh, good point. Never thought of it that way.
Well, he runs an honest business. Groups like Ravache are as dirty as they come.
Is this how Crossbell is nowadays?
Yes, that may be true. But people like Mr. Hayworth show that Crossbell isn't all bad. He gives me hope.
Me too, Ellie. Anyway, it's already past noon. How about we head to the next place?
Sounds like a good plan.
St. Ursula Medical College, right? I believe we should head to the south exit in that case. Right, there should be a bus stop there we can use. What I hear, they got buses heading to St. Ursula every 3 minutes.
Oh, nice. Works for me.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's head on over.
Sounds good.
St. Ursula. I know I'd planned it, but finally getting to see Cecile.
Be aware.
There aren't too many of those. Go to the IBC. Trade up some $1,000 3 1,000 3 Now what? What the? I'll go with that. Also talk to everybody, because that's important. We like to boast about how this building is the safest place in the entire county. Modern buildings require modern security, and we don't hold back. Our security systems utilizes the latest Norval engineering advances. Not to mention, our security department is full of trained professionals. Doesn't matter if you're the greatest criminal in the world, this establishment is impenetrable. Even though it's theoretically possible, its operational capacity can't keep up. Still suffers from limitations despite using the Epstein's Foundation's most top-of-the-line equipment. They're discussing something far beyond my comfort. To be fair, the chief is the most knowledgeable specialist in all. It would be more surprising if you were able to follow along. I see. It requires more research, I think. Click, click, click. Hello, my dear customers. Are you here to open an account? You can use the IBC accounts to withdraw from many of our branches across the continent. I also work at any of our partner banks. Pretty convenient, huh? So what do you say? Shall we get one started? I'm thinking about buying a rather expensive gift for 3. Yes, I got the full amount. There have apparently been monsters popping up all over the place. Our department managed to receive some of the reports on it. I heard that an intern in St. Ursula was attacked. That's some scary stuff, man. I feel for him. Our reception desk can provide you with any information you need about the operations taking place here. Our building is actually home to 20 different companies. Please refer to this desk if any of them are expecting you. Oh, excuse me. Only staff members are permitted to go beyond here. Entry is prohibited to those without authorization. Ah, so I haven't gotten authorization yet. Well, it's a good thing that the alarm isn't going off like crazy. It was last week. If you're looking for Grace, she's not here right now. She left the office earlier today. The mischievous grin off in her face. I'm guessing she's on the hunt for her latest scoop. Grace is out of town. Our editing session went a lot quicker than it usually does. It's pretty normal for her to full throttle during our sessions. They usually end up devolving into heated arguments. Well, she can write one hell of an interesting article, so I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing. Oh, what's up? Are you here to see Grace? She's off on a business trip, unfortunately. Given the time of day, she's probably not snapping pics of Heimdall, I'd guess. Excuse me. People are hard at work here. Please go to the front of the desk if you have any inquiries. Thanks. Excuse me. I'm sorry, but the editorial department is closed to the general public for the time being. Please direct all your inquiries to me. Oh, really? Our mistake. Let's go in here. Any individual can check out up to 3 books at a time. That's the most we can keep up with, unfortunately, given how understaffed we are. I think the locals would find it easier if they can borrow up to 5 books, though. Oh, the many times I went to the library and got like 20 books. There's hardly anyone knowledgeable about Crossbell's rich history.
Sure, someone might be able to tell you history the past 50 years, but go back 200, no, even 100 years, and there's zilch nada. Curious as to how Crossbell evolved to what it is today. I'm honestly shocked that no one seems fascinated by it. Now, I already read all those. Well, we read part 1. Saint and the White Wolf. I'll have to come back and check those out when it's relieved that the library carries so many children's books. And yet I've noticed it gets so few visitors. I wonder why that is. Mom, what happens next? You're looking for the fairy tale about the White Wolf? I remember seeing it over on the first floor in the children's reading section. I imagine you'd have luck finding it in that area. I see, like, though, at the... Long ago, in an era where mankind was divided by conflict into West and East, there lived a very kind girl in a certain town. The girl ardently treated those wounded in battle or ravaged by disease, gained the admiration of everyone in town, except for the ruling lord, who cared little for the girl, who nursed even enemy mercenaries back to health. One day, the lord summoned a guardian knight. Have that pesky maiden slaughtered. The lord had had enough. He wanted the girl eliminated. The girl lived alone in a house on a cliff above the sea. Knowing this, the guardian knight headed towards the house to carry out the deed. His plan was to attack her from behind after it had gotten dark. No one would suspect a thing. He hid in the forest near the house and waited. That night, the girl emerged from her house to draw water from the well. As the knight left his hiding spot, he heard a howl. A white wolf had appeared before him. The white wolf stared at the knight with red eyes. It was if it was there to protect the girl. The knight promptly tried to escape, but his feet slipped. He then tumbled down the cliff. When he came to, he found himself in a simple bed. Idly looking around, he saw the girl standing there in the kitchen. Noticing the bandages carefully wrapped around his body, he realized that the girl had saved him. I'm relieved you woke up, the girl said, serving the knight a bowl of warm soup. Saving such kindness from someone he tried to kill caused the knight to feel deeply ashamed. He came clean and told the girl his lord has commanded him to kill her. The girl was a little surprised when he heard that, but he soon smiled as though unfazed. Even still, I cannot just look away when a life granted by the goddesses is in danger. The knight was moved by those words. For her to be so kind to someone who might have killed her, she must be a daughter of the goddess. He would have gone through with it, had it not been for the White Wolf. The thought sent a chill down his spine. He decided the White Wolf must be a servant of the goddess, ordered to protect the girl. A few days later, when his body was fully healed, he thanked the girl, and it was now time to go back. He began to consider how he might convince his lord to change his mind. The girl joined him on his way to town to check up on her other patients. The knight wandered more. He asked the girl's opinion, but she seemed unbothered by the issue, not worried whether or not others inside. As they approached the town, they noticed the light around the town shone red like a sunset, but it was still noon. Finding it strange, the girl and the knight ventured forth to find out what was happening. They found sent horrified gasps from their masks. The town was dyed red, not by the setting sun, but by the flames of war. Now I know about the White Wolf, at the very least. Good afternoon, everyone. Anything happen to you while you're investigating our market? No, nothing yet. Haven't learned anything more than what the CGF already noted down in their report. Oh, what a shame. Yeah, I figured the CGF conducted their own investigation. I wonder if Nellie was out on the field. Fran loves to boast about her older sister in the CGF. In fact, after hearing about her day in and day out, I feel like I know her just as well. Come on, Rebecca, don't tease me like that. I only have so much to say because my sister hardly ever contacts me herself. That's all it is. It's not like I'm feeling lonely or anything like that. No, sirree. I'd say I feel good going to headquarters, but being around these lovely ladies always brightens my day. I'm beginning to understand why these two were disasters. Let's just erase that last conversation from our memories. I'm a member of the Force too, guys. It's not professional for me to spend my day talking about personal matters while I'm at the desk. Oh, Nellie, what are you going to do these days? Hi guys, it's Crime Prevention Week at headquarters. I'd like to remind you to double check your doors and windows before leaving your home. First step to prevention is being prepared. Crime Prevention Week. This is the first time I've ever heard of it. Well, I can't say I'm surprised. The news hasn't got on. It'd be nice if the higher ups allocated a larger budget towards spreading awareness. Oh yeah.
Well, the rookies' patrol routes are finally settled down at least. What about you though, Officer Kate? A veteran like you should go to a district with a bigger support.
Officer, please. Spare me the veteran title. It makes me sound so old.
Sorry about that, ma'am.
Sorry, I realized that I wasn't just repeating stuff.
According to my understanding, the last month's incident involved a Diet member. This is no surprise that the top brass is acting all wishy-washy about the whole thing. All I need to know is it involves a politician. That's it. Another CPD special.
I just arrest a politician.
Well, it's all that simple. They haven't stopped us outright, but they've been pressuring us to drop it in more roundabout ways.
So we gotta tread lightly on this investigation.
Got Jenny Craig being a criminal. Oh ho, what do we have here? Dude's wife is smoking hot. Yeah, I suddenly feel more motivated to do some investigating.
Sounds just like you, Randy. Excuse me, isn't everyone like that? Bit of eye candy is all you really need to perk up when you're in a slump.
Guys here? Hotel Millennium's changed management a couple years ago. Yeah, apparently they took all the luxury and opulence it was known for before and cranked that up to 11.
I think I'll stay here in one of their premium suites for a night when I go from rags to riches.
Center Soda Medical Code. It's a state-of-the-art medical facility located south of Crossville City. Us city people don't tend to make the trip all the way down to Armark or Lands. We're all quite familiar with the hospital. You sort of have to be. If you've ever been badly injured, it's almost a certainty that you were treated at St. Ursula.
We are proud to say that we make the most profit out of any business in the entertainment. It's all thanks to our wonderful patrons. However, because of this, we have a fair few business rivals. Complacency is not an option.
Oh, you mean the Ark? Guess we gotta pay their actors. Letitia hired all our current staff members when she became manager a couple years ago. Though we do have some unique personalities among our staff, they're all extremely skilled at what they do.
It's almost time for our patrons and side team to return. I best prepare myself to welcome them back. Well, wouldn't that be the thing? Go to a town and have the hotel staff personally welcome you back. The government provides many incentives to encourage the tourism industry to flourish. Tourism and trade are Crossbow's key industries, without drive the Academy. I'm honored to be a part of it. Hey there, wanna play? Thanks for coming to Barker Casino. Ugh, damn it all. This is the last time I let that chick walk all over me. Next time we play, I swear I'll crush her into the dirt. Play a couple rounds of poker. Or Or 5, 6, 7, 8. This would be a place where we would want to raise it. Wow. Five, 6, 7, 8. If I can get a 4 or a 9. Two. Take our earnings and go. Ah. New. Great. You can also play the roulette table. like to take 5 on. And I'll put 5 on reds. Red 5. No. Well, this here you can quit playing, and then there are these slot machines. Up here? What? We got 3. Oh. I've been pretty around these streets for 50 years, and compared to me, you're still just a baby, sucking for most teeth, Randy. Got me there, Gramps. I've been around these parts for a year and a half at most. It's really worth competing over something so shameless, right? A high-ranking government official has reserved our VIP room for Chad. We will be treating him all August. The fire service suite at this casino has to. And man, haven't you been getting way too many of those lately? Well, we've been seeing more patrons, so I can't complain. You better not come barging in here around that time, do you hear me, Randy? Yeah, no. There's nothing to do with these jackasses anyways. We'll come back and play a little bit of blackjack. Blackety jack. Grunty. Got a lot of pretty young ladies working here. Might be hard to entertain customers all day, but the money's good. Some of them even ask to get our down payment in advance. Man, everyone's a greedy ass. Grunty. I've been seeing this dreamy-looking young guy around the entertainment district. He has this cool, mysterious air about him. Not to mention that androgynous looks is making any girl weak in the knees. He's always with some wealthy lady, so I haven't been able to make a move, you know? I wonder if he's a host. Really? We've got a barker parked out in front of our door? Jeez, what a pain. We're an honest business with a license to operate. If I let things keep going this way, my rivals are gonna outpace me. Oh, what should I do? Need to think of a way to beat them.
What kind of business do a bunch of damn cops like you have with us? Get the hell out of here already. Take one step closer and you're on private property, got it?
See what Emilda has to say. Yeah. Quite the impressive piece came along in my possession today. See, a gold earring engraved with a crest of the White Falcon. And if my watch is right, it's an heirloom of the Berlin family. A dazzling, unparalleled gem pawned off by a debaucherous duke some years ago. Royal heirloom. Is it really alright for her to have something like that? Not sure, but if she isn't cautious, it could turn into a diplomatic. Can't really weigh on this one either, considering we have no proof of it even being the genuine article. Yeah. You know, if you want to investigate it that badly, you can always buy it, dearies. Keep in mind that it'll cost you an arm and a leg. The craftsmanship is superb, and the gold I used is of the highest quality. Doesn't look like it's there. I'm surprised you don't have any mission stuff in here. Sort of organization is this? Doesn't even have mishy stuff. I discovered this really bizarre antique shop in the back alleyway. We had trinkets and baubles lined the walls. This creepy old lady sized me up suspiciously, so I wandered in. Aren't articles like insanely inspect? I know the feeling though. I keep finding myself a guy loaded with mirror, but just saying that won't get me anywhere. If only I had a totally hunky man with his own orbital car, I could have him take me anywhere my heart desired. I'm planning to go visit my relatives on West Street. It's a shame that they don't have the orbital buses running inside the city. I mean, how inconvenient is that? Well, actually, it's rather convenient. Did you want a balloon too? Heck, I don't even mind if you aren't tourists. Everyone deserves a balloon. It's one thing they could have added to this game. The ability to carry around a balloon. Another customer? Damn right when I thought things were starting to slow down. Something wrong, sir? Something wrong. You bet there is. All I want is some peace and quiet to read my magazines. Can't really pick one up before someone comes barging in. Honestly, I'd appreciate it if I didn't have any customers show up at all. There goes double for you guys. Get what you want and scram. Shop. Yep, all of these I have already. Let's go see. Get these
reports.
I'll make sure your bonuses get transferred to you immediately. Thank you and keep up the good work.
Ow. I think I remember feeding the kitty today.
Oh yeah.
That's right. The different decorations. I got hers and haven't yet gotten one for Tio. Well, let's go see what's in Tally's General Store. Got the issue 2 of the Crossbow Times. Got at least one of everything. Grimwood. Certain true documents is just another thing I need to do to learn to become a lawyer. If there's something I don't understand, I can always turn to Mr. Grimwood to explain to me. Really, I owe him a lot. I wish he would keep things as organized as I left them.
I primarily take jobs from clients that operate in Crossbow City. I've been picking up some cases from other parts of the state these days. Number of traders connecting their business in our Moroccan mains has increased dramatically, perhaps due to the recent market growth. By the same token, my trips outside the city have increased as well.
Morges.
Our daily special is made with wheat and vegetables, sourced from our market. Bread produced in the Republic is cheaper these days, but you'll find it's not nearly as fresh. You can say I'm surprised that you're picky about your ingredients. An egg sandwich and a croissant. I think I will buy some donuts too. A perfect afternoon snack. Oops, I might be doing it a little bit overboard. I do want that snack though.
I'll admit, Oscar is talented. He's risen up to every challenge thrown his way and managed to win Dad's approval in just 2 years. That doesn't mean I'm even close to throwing in the towel. I'll leave him speechless tomorrow.
Not many people know this, but the key to my bread is the aroma. My first step whenever I'm creating a new bread is to check the notes of fragrance it produces. That fragrance is your indicator about whether or not you're drawing out the best possible flavors from your ingredients.
Okay. Yes. We have not gone back to visit the Aorist yet.
Sorry, the negotiations. How has Colin been, by the way?
He's begun to enjoy drawing pictures again. In fact, he's begging me for a new notebook to draw in recently.
Ah, good to know. Seems he's curious about everything too. I can feel it. Papa's home. That's because I heard Papa's car pull. Maybe. I have my doubts though. Figured I could use a break for work, so I'm reading my document, but by the way, you wouldn't be responsible for making a mess of my documents, would you? Ah, no, forget I said anything. I'm just talking to myself. I'm having Father read me a book. Could you please go away? Oh. Fourth wall breaking. You love it. Yes, I do. I have plenty of reason to visit that mansion.
I've noticed our neighbor's daughter wandering outside her home by herself quite often. Who knows how far those tiny feet of hers are taken? It's dangerous for her kids to wander the city alone. You never be too careful, you hear?
Go back this way. Ah.
You guys heard about this? There's apparently an enormous ancient ruin along Ursula Road. It's a tower that dates all the way back to the Middle Ages, I suppose. Oh, and I wouldn't give to snacks some pictures of it.
Get to snack on some pictures of it.
Oh, for ideas' sake, my husband, bad habits have resurfaced. How am I even supposed to cook like this?
Did we already get this? Yeah, we already got that. For some reason, the first time I played this, things were rather difficult to find.
Hey, did you know that they opened up a theme park in Michelin? The IBC financed and developed the whole thing themselves. I heard that they've pulled out all this stuff by using all the latest technology to build the thing. I'd like to see that for myself at least once. I'm very strict when it comes to throwing out the trash. Please take care when separating out your recycling. It's a shame the city disposal only does the bare minimum. I get peeved when I see them toss everything together, especially after I take such pains to organize it all. What a bunch of jerks.
Wait a second, this table isn't aligned with the center of the room. No, I won't do it all. I gotta go and retake the measurements.
I go visit old auntie.
You better not be thinking about keeping it. I told him this was a one-time deal. You better not have forgotten.
There are 5 different fashion magazines, Unity and Crossbow. We have 3 of them in Crossbow, while the other 2 are from the Empire and the Republic, respectively. I read through all of them as much as I can. Hey, it's a special sports section.
It's been a while since we last saw you guys.
About a week, I think. So what's up? Actually, what's the deal with the kitten? Looks fairly young, maybe about 6 months old if I were to guess. Are you their owners? No, we have found her roaming around West Street all alone. Think she might be lost. Yeah, she was pretty weak, but we made sure to give her a ton of food. And look, she's as good as new. Aren't we amazing? Aha, but... Wait a minute. Why don't we just ask them to help us out, Rio? Huh, them? You know we can't do it ourselves. What's this all about? Actually, there's a request we'd like to make. Mind hear us out?
To summarize, you'd like for us to find her true owner.
Please do. She was wearing a collar when we first found her. We took it off because it looked like she was suffering when we first found her, but it should mean that she has an owner. Yeah, she doesn't really seem like us all that much either, probably because she has no idea who we are.
I imagine her real owners are worried and sick by now. We should try finding them for the kitten's sake. As to who the owners might be?
Yeah, about that. I'm thinking that it might be a kid. Collar looked handmade. Doesn't that seem like something a kid like us might do? Yeah, I can see that. I guess we should narrow the search to households with kids then. That cuts out a list of potential spots out there quite a bit. Either way, it's your call, Lord. Well, we're probably going to end up being late for going to St. Ursula, but let's try and look for the kittens for a bit. First of all, we should probably take the kitten with us.
Is that wise? She's quite feeble at the moment. Should I give you a bit hard on the poor thing to take?
I've just the solution, really. Mind letting me hold her, Rio? Oh, sure.
Come on. Come here, girl.
There we go. I'll talk to you. This should work. We should be able to walk around safely. Oh, what's this? Who knew you had a way with animals?
I admit I'm impressed. Well done, Lloyd. So let me get this straight. You think it'd be best to assume the owner is a child, right, Henry?
Yeah, probably. Since we found her over near the residential district, her home might be somewhere over there.
Either way, our best bet is focusing on residential communities. Ready, everyone?
I think you know, and I know, who our owner is. But first, Cecile's so busy with work that she can't even visit us on weekends. Wish she would, though. It's not like she has a husband to keep her busy. Let me do our Aunt Lady. Cecile's always got enough on her plate to worry about.
Oh yes, I'm well aware. That doesn't change the fact that I'd like to see her every once in a while. She'd at least come home and enjoy the occasional meal with us.
Now we're just gonna go straight to the residential district. See, this is why you talk to everyone.
My parents had a mansion when I was growing up. It was filled with maids and butlers, so I never had a chance to learn how to do housework. Getting married certainly has been an adventure. Well, I decided to learn a lot of things. No complaints from me, though. I'm loving every second of my life.
Like a little girl lives here. Let's see if this might be our match.
Excuse me, sir, do you have a moment?
Could I help you with something?
We're the CPD and we're conducting a small investigation. Do you happen to own a cat by any chance?
No, we don't. So you need a choice card? Do you know anything about this?
I don't know anything.
I'm busy reading a book with Father, so could you please go away? Swing and a miss.
I'd recommend we extend our search in the neighborhood. You're right, there's a chance we overlooked something. So, one more round wouldn't hurt. There's another house with a child in it. Hey Colin, do you have a second? Do you already know anyone you know on a cat? A kitty cat? What kind of kitty is it? Oh, hold on. It's this little girl right here. Oh, I know this kitty. Oh, seriously? Yeah, she likes to walk on our fence sometimes. Haven't seen her much lately, huh? We are all little pet pussycats from around these parts. It's also likely narrows down the owner to someone living in the residence. Let's continue. Got it. Thanks, Colin. You were a big help. Glad. I'm glad. Hope to see you guys again soon. See if there's anybody. I have cooking class at Sophia's house tomorrow. Sophia's an incredible cook, so I'll go over there sometimes. Learn a thing or two from her. I have to hurry and finish her chores so I can get ready to head on over. I think I'll sort further. Everyone's old clothes today. That way the kids won't be scrambling for clothes when the season's change. Over the Times, I brought myself 2 colossal textbooks. One about politics and the other about economics. You can learn all about those if I ever want to move out in the societal leadership. I should look for party manners. For dummies, what about it? I'm going to be readier the next time. Going to be more ready. Well, that's kind of frustrating. Home of Republican camp. Look. Marie, oh Marie. Where could you have run off to this time? Marie, come out! Didn't we talk to that old Missy earlier? I suppose this is the little girl that's been going on out on her own. Yeah, what's going on though? She's acting kind of strange. Oh, that sweet child, where has she gone off to? Excuse me, are you searching for something? Yes. Are you looking for a kitten by any chance? One like this? Marie! Oh, thank goodness you're safe. Oh, you silly girl, where did you run off to? Suppose that makes matters easier. You must be a runner, right? Not exactly. Maria certainly is actually a stray cat. She's a stray even though she has a collar? Marie may be a stray, but she's still mine. That's why I want to give her a collar. Can't say I saw that coming. The truth is, I wanted to keep Marie at my house, but Father would never allow that. After all, Maria tore up all of Father's important work papers. So, saw her do it. He came in through the window and took an afternoon nap in Father's study. After she woke up, she tore all of his papers to shreds. Yick, I'm so sorry, Father. It would have been better if you had explained that situation to your father as soon as it happened. Get and sped off somewhere once she finished proving out the documents, right? Yep. So you started searching for Marie because you were worried about her. I'd say that's case closed then.
Those are quality deductions, Lloyd. Well, I suppose kittens will do as they please, huh? Damn near impossible to get them to behave the way you want, I bet. Yeah, you're probably thinking that there's no hope of keeping Marie at your house. If you love her so much, why not try explaining the circumstances to your father? That'd be best. Don't worry, we'll be there with you. Let's go speak to your father together, shall we? You've been wanting to keep a kitten? Oh, so this is what it's been about. Huh? I've been worried how peculiar Cindy has been acting for a little while, though. She kept running off on her own without giving into a hint of where she was going. Cat may have torn up my documents, but I suppose they weren't that important. So that means you aren't mad at Marie, Fowler? Can we keep her then, please, please, please? Haha, yes, of course, sweetheart. Happy to say we added a new member to our family. However, Cindy, it's your responsibility to properly take care of Marie, understand? Of course. Thank you so much, Fowler. I call that a happy ending. How sweet. Her father clearly loves her very much. Agreed, and I can tell that the little kitten is just as overjoyed. However, Lord, it was unnecessary for the police to escalate the issue as far as we did, correct? Had you confused for a racer rather than a detective? Ah, you got me there. Guess this case did end up just being a bit of a public service. Well, we call ourselves a special sports section, don't we? I'd say these type of tasks are right up our alley. Anyway, that's a wrap. Should we head out? Yep, time to get a meow-y meow on. Wah. Alright. Congrats, it looks like you finally become a member of our fine guild. Man, Copan sure snatched you up quick. I was going to personally invite you myself. Oh, you are? Wait, where the heck? When the heck did I join the Fisherman's Guild? I mean, sure, I did accept that fishing rod earlier. Wahahaha, don't sweat the details, kid. You're already our comrade in rods. I don't think I'm getting out of this one. Still, it looks like they all share a love for fishing. Be nice to have some people to talk to about it. Hey there, Lloyd. Are you aware of the rank certification exam? Our guild grants ranks that correspond to how skilled of an angler you are. Wahahaha. If you become an angler, an ace angler, I bet you'd be legendary in Crossville. Anyway, kid, if there's anything you don't get, feel free to, and I'll give you a thorough. First, let me explain. The Fisherman's Guild seeks a spread for each promotion and rank you achieve, or do it different. You chose join the rank, so your current rank is an amateur fisher. The conditions for ranking up are to catch at least 4 unique kinds of fish. Oh, what's this now? You've already managed to catch 4 unique kinds of fish? Sure, just fork over the fishing notebook of yours for a second so I can check it out. Ask me to check your rank again anytime and I'll give you the much deserved promotion. Wow, Lloyd, managed to
catch ourselves some real buttes. Good work, kid. Starting today, you are now a hobbyist fisher. Swinging some of my prized straw hat, you see. Best kind of hat there is to wear when it comes to fishing. Keep this hat snug on the head of yours as you work towards your next big catch.
Thank you, sir. I know this is a must-have piece of fishing gear. I'll wear it with pride.
Still have a long way to go, but the boys and I thought we'd prepare this nice prize for you to celebrate ranking up to hobbyist fisher. But more importantly, I think you're ready to hear the next challenge you'll need to tackle. Your conditions for ranking up are to catch 8 unique kinds of fish. Plan out a strategy and bag yourself some little ones.
As you can see, we got all the fish already. So I might just level up.
Wow, Lloyd, managed to catch yourself some real buttes. Good work, lad. Today you are now a professional fisher. I remember the day when I reached professional fishing as clear as a pure river stream. I'd always been an avid fisherman. One day I was on a business trip in Liberal and had a fateful encounter with the founder of the Fishermen's Guild. Needless to say, this man was the legendary angler himself, Mr. Fisher. Anyway, cue some fishing, and then it happened. I was granted that rank of professional fisher. Man, that would sure take me back. Haha, that was really something. Another one of Sir Dan's stories. It's Sir Dan to be a long one. I can feel it. But wait. Why'd you stop in Liberal for work? You on some kind of trader? Wahaha, no, not at all. I was there on behalf of my father, himself a businessman. Actually, I wasn't half of as bad at business myself, but these days, I got my hands full being a branch manager here. Yeah, I can see that. Figured he'd live for his hobby, but this just confirms it. Whoops, almost forgot. I still gotta tell you about the requirements to advance to the next rank. Your conditions for ranking up are to catch at least 12 uniques. You really need to pull out all the stops for this one, but just try your best. Wow, Lloyd, managed to catch yourself some real buttes. Good work, kid. Starting today, you are now a second-class fisher. You did it, Lloyd. Congrats. You know, I actually had some struggles becoming a second-class fisher myself. Didn't know how to handle it, so I left to train in the mountains to find my inner angler. Managed to get in touch with Mother Nature, which sharpened my senses. Next thing I know, I'll catch the elusive Paraglass, and boom, promotion. I bet you had your fair share of hardships too, which is exactly why this is a momentous occasion. Now that you've managed to make it this far, I'm expecting great things from you, Lord. Great last thing. What? Does that mean the next rank is first class fish? Right you are, lad. Next rank is indeed first class fisher. In order to advance to first class fisher, you must cast at least 16 unique. At long last, you're counted among the ranks of the high-ranked anglers in the guild. Wahaha. Wow, managed to catch even more rare beasts, I see. Amazing job, Lloyd. Starting today, you are now a first-class fisher. Phenomenal work as always, Lloyd. You really reached the rank of first-class fisher, man. Think I made it to that rank 5 or 6 ago. And that was the final push needed to convince me to start up this branch in Crossbell. I heard clearly the tears of joy that filled Mr. Fish eyes, and I proposed my plan. Well, I never mind that, Lloyd. Might as well tell you you're one more thing while you're here. As a first-class fisher, you now have the ability to purchase the deluxe dumplings here at the fish.
This is an all-purpose, high-quality bait, developed by yours truly. All kinds of different fish will bite it. Oh, but I don't think I've heard of that kind before. With it, I'm sure I'll be able to get even more kinds of fish. May even be able to try out some different fishing techniques while I'm at it. Wahaha, you never let me down, Lloyd. You're exactly right. Change your bait at the usual fishing holes, and it's like you're in a whole new world. But I can't forget, I need to get you the requirement to advance to the next round. Next up, be the rank known as Master Fisher. You'll need at least catch 23 unique kinds of fish to rise to that rank. This one's going to push you beyond your limits, but I know that if anyone out there can do it, it's to be you, Lloyd. Holy crap! You've managed to fish up the ever-elusive noble carp, and even the gold salmon. This is unreal, Lloyd. Starting today, you're now a master fisher. You did it. You managed to ascend to my level. We can finally discuss the gold salmon's glorious tail fin, and the feeling of the noble carp's powerful tug on your line. Master fishers are those few who have caught every known fish with his cash and crossbow. I sure am glad to have another pal on my level to talk to. Great, I got nothing left to teach you, Lord. It's up to you to figure it out from here. Ha. Wow, feels like a dream. Thank you for everything, sir. One more thing. Somewhere in Crossbell's waters there's hides a mythical guardian of this land. Fence so immense, no one's caught it before. It's rumored that the Aqua Wizard I just gave you has the strength to reel that bad boy in. If you ever feel like you're up to the task, then challenge yourself to finally capture this legend of the deep. Okay, we can do that later. There's our fisher boy. Hi, you guys turning by bus too? Guess we weren't on the same bus though. Yeah, whatever. I already let the branch manager know the news. Everyone's downstairs, so feel free to head that way yourself if you need anything. Wouldn't hurt to ask about the rank certification exam, you know. Already gosh done that. Heard about it from Koban. Man, I'm so pumped that we got ourselves another new member. You better tell us whenever you make some great catches, okay? We're looking forward to hearing all about it. Let's check on the bracers. The Kuros Guardian Force has been making some impressive moves as of late. The commander may be a real scumbag, but they've got a capable deputy commander. I think we'll just sit back and observe for a while. See where this all takes us, you know? I'm so happy to see you again, too. Gosh, you're such a cutie, I never get enough of you. Can I hug you, please? Help. Alien's mind totally breaks whenever she sees Teal. Man, a smoking hot foreign girl like her is totally my type. But it seems she's only got eyes for you, Teotat. Not much I can do, so I'll let you have this one. What am I supposed to do? Hey, Ruggies, how you doing? Doing good, thanks for asking. It's pretty rare to run into you here. I'm guessing you don't have to go outside the city for work today? Yep, just got back yesterday. Been playing to Mikhail about all the out-of-town jobs he's been sending me on recently, so I think I'm spared for a little bit at least. Ha, sounds like you braces end up running around everywhere even more than us. Wow. Kind of surprised we're already nearing the end, but we shall go back here. Turn in our secret. Thing. And then I shall get to reading you guys. Back Alley Glenn Chapter 1, Back Alley Glenn, Dr. Glenn Chapter 2. Wait, I think I already did Chapter 1 for you guys. I'll just do Chapter 2. Let's see. Ramaferi, the Principality of the Beautiful North, was renowned against its modern, well-funded hospitals attracted skilled doctors from multitude. However, from the finest manufacturers the Principality had offered. However, despite how brilliantly this nation's medical excellence shone, it concealed a dark side as well. Implementation of an horrible technology that had been put off for years. The poor down district. As a result, it lacked not only yeah, I already read you Chapter 1. Is there a doctor by the name of Glenn here? The nurse asked with a smooth and dignified tone as she stood there in the entryway to the clinic. She had a youthful beauty to her. Glenn guessed that she must have been in her early 20s. Yeah, that would be me. Glenn motioned for her to come in. She bowed, folded her umbrella, and closed the door behind her. The umbrella clearly hadn't served her well. In the windy downpour outside, raindrops trickled from her bangs, running down her cheeks into the fabric of her uniform, the front of which was completely sodden. Glenn carelessly threw the mirror case in a corner, grabbed a clean white towel from a nearby shelf, and tossed it to the nurse. She thanked him and quickly dried her wet hair. As Glenn watched her, he noticed that her movement had a certain charm to them. Getting a better look at her face, she found herself utterly captivated for a moment. So much so that he nearly blurted out something along the lines of, "Haven't we met before?" He stopped himself in time before, however, not wanting to utter such painfully cliched pickup line. He cleared his throat in order to regain his composure and then offered her a seat. "So, what did you want from me?" he asked. "My name is Sherry. I work as a nurse in Emeria General Hospital. My boy with an incurable disease was hospitalized just today. I request that you operate him." Silence filled the clinic. Surprised by the lack of response, Sherry tilted her head inquisitively. A moment later, the response came. It started as a stifled chuckle, but quickly exploded into great booming laughter. Glenn knew about Emeria. It was one of the biggest hospitals in the Principality, personally backed by the head of state, the Prince. It was a facility said to have brought together the best doctors from far and wide, and one that sported the latest medical technology and the most cutting-edge techniques. It was also a hospital that was protective of its image. Patients deemed incurable was outsourced, so as not to reflect poorly on the hospital's track record. For a back-alley doctor like Glenn, whose business relied heavily on confidentiality, this wasn't an unusual request. The thought of the high and mighty hospital administrators having to resort to asking a displaced doctor like himself for help was always a great source of amusement to him. However, well, did the distinguished gentleman in that ivory tower of the hospital mention how much is in it for me? Glenn's jovial mood subsided, and he instantly switched to a business-like demeanor. He was going to be doing their dirty work. He planned to make sure that the compensation was thorough. Sherry sternly stared back at her. Before there appears to be a misunderstanding. I'm not making this request on behalf of the hospital. This is my own personal request. Wait, what? Glenn was taken off his guard by a sudden admission. Averting her eyes, Sherry continued. The boy, my patient suffers from crystallization. Crystallization? Glenn's eyes widened at the name. He knew it before. He knew it well. Further, he knew exactly why she had come to him. The disease has great significance to Glenn. There was no exaggeration to say it was the sole reason he became a back alley doctor in the first place. Taking me to the patient. I'll decide what to do after a medical examination, he said without hesitation. Sherry nodded in agreement. Yep. Well, with that, we shall save. What? Looks like I've ran out of... new places to save. Guess I'll start saving over my prologue data. I'm not gonna go back there anymore. I did what needed to be done now. There's the record. Looks like the next thing we'll be doing is... how close are we to... ah, that's a... haven't done that yet. Haven't done that yet. Collected all quartz. That should be a lot higher than it is. But anyway, I will talk to you guys later. I will bid you guys